Hey everybody, welcome. Come on, log in. I'm hoping I logged in the correct way. We're going to watch a COVID video today. Let's see. Hello everyone. I was just reading who was logged on. I don't know why that took me so long. We're going to watch a video and I don't think I logged in right. Okay, because I thought the link was somewhere in here. I will find the link. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to log in. All right, everyone, we are going to talk a little bit about COVID today and some other things. And my hope is that by the end of this, everybody will be on the same page and we will all be communicating well. There is a video somewhere on here that we will play. Not quite sure where it is, but I will figure it out as we go. All right, so we're still living in the day and age of COVID-19. Actually, let's start about talking about this first. There's a lot happening right now in our world. Tomorrow is Inauguration Day. On top of COVID, they are still expecting there to be possibly some marches in cities and definitely in capitals across the nation. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to be mindful and be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings, where you're going, and what you're doing. Please remember that your health and safety and that of our consumers is our priority. That's one. Number two, I just want to talk a little bit about COVID-19 today. We are scheduled to watch a video for COVID, but I wanted to explain to you also what we're doing and what is going on. On January 27th, we will have our first round of the COVID vaccine available at Lehigh Valley Adult Services. If you would like to receive the vaccine, crap, I forgot who you're supposed to email. Email Human Resources, email Jocelyn and Deb, and they will coordinate and they'll help get you scheduled and coordinated. So the COVID vaccine, we're hoping to eventually have enough doses for all of our employees. Right now, we are tiering who will get it and when they will get it. That was so rude of me. I am exhausted. So here's what's going to happen. The COVID vaccine will come on the 27th. When it comes, that'll be the first round. We're going to schedule people in segments. We're going to coordinate it. You'll get a scheduled time to arrive to the building and a scheduled time to when it is time to receive your the second dose. What we're anticipating is providing the dosage, the vaccination, the inoculation to our consumers first, then all of our staff. So for LVAS, it is not mandatory yet, but we are strongly encouraging everyone to take the vaccine. It's a matter of time before ODP, the Department of Health, and the CDC make it mandatory for everyone in healthcare and human services. It will be mandatory eventually. For those of you who think that by working at Amazon or Walmart, it'll be any different, it will not be. Very soon, anyone who works they're anticipating, especially with Biden taking office, that anyone who works in I am so sorry. Anyone who works in a communal setting, I'll say, or who it is hard for them to physically distance on their job, they will end up having to take the vaccine. Everyone should take the vaccine. That is the only way you will stay safe. Right now, there are, the last I read, 5 mutated versions of COVID-19, which means it is not going to go away. It'll be just like the flu, except for it could be, depending on your comorbidities, a little, it could be deadlier. So we are strongly encouraging all of you to take the vaccine. If you would like to take the vaccine, it is free at Lehigh Valley Adult Services. It is free for us here. For those of you who would like to, who's asking all these questions? Do we have a protocol in place for employees that take the vaccine and display symptoms and calls? Yes, we do. Whoever you are, you clearly have not been following the live stream and on your email. Whoever the LVAS person is. So I will review the protocol for vaccines and for people who have symptoms and call-outs. Yes, there's a protocol. If you call out, you're automatically out for 14 days. No questions asked. Some companies are doing 21 days out. We're putting people out right now for 14 days if you call out, unless you have a COVID-19 test. If you have a COVID-19 test, you can come back within your 14 days. Mary, you've been on everything. We have reviewed this stuff like 20 times. You know what's going on. If you call out, you will be out with a cold, flu, runny nose, anything, fever, chills, or if you get to a house and you have any of those signs, you are automatically out for 14 days unless you have a negative COVID test. The people who have experienced symptoms from receiving the vaccination are not true symptoms. So the people who are displaying, thank you for clarifying, Mary. The people who are displaying symptoms who have received the vaccine, it's just very similar to people who experience symptoms with the flu shot. It is soreness at the injection site, and there could be a fever that lasts less than 24 hours. Those are normal to be expected. And just for clarity, the vaccination has no animal byproducts in it. So if you are a vegan or have an allergy to animal byproducts such as eggs, you are safe to take the vaccine. If you would like the vaccine, it is free of charge. We are all giving it to you. It's free of charge. CVS is coming in and they will be administering it. Email Jocelyn and Deb and HR. They're compiling the list. Now, Michael Judkins, I do not see the link for the video. We're going to watch a really quick COVID-19 video. And then go from there. So as soon as Mike helps me find the link, because it is not on my screen right now, I don't know where I'm supposed to click. And I'm hoping that the video will explain to you what the vaccine is and what the virus actually does. The point of the virus, okay. I'll put it in the chat box. All right, and I saw you just emailed it to me. Thank you. All right, bye. I'm going to put the link you all in the chat box. That way you can watch it at your leisure, but it will explain to you exactly what is happening and how. Copy link address. So I'm going to put it in the chat box, and what you can do is paste. You know what? I can't put it in the chat box. It's too long. I'll have HR send it out. There's a lot happening today. Someone's knocking on my door too. If Jocelyn, you could handle that, I'd appreciate it. So I can't send the link out because it's more than 200 characters. So what we'll do is we will email it out. Oh, the video is unlisted. We've been having tons of technology issues today with our trainings and things too. Maybe we're just not technologically proficient. So let me recap for you. We are strongly encouraging everyone to receive the vaccine. Why? because COVID-19 is not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It is here. It will be here next year. This will be a constant struggle. This is why all of our consumers will have the vaccine. There is a form that CVS is asking us to fill out that you will have to fill out if you would like to receive the vaccine. You're going to email Human Resources. So if you experience symptoms, yes, there is a protocol in place from the vaccine. We don't know if you are not fully inoculated from COVID-19 until it's 5 to 7 days after you receive your second dose. So if you have symptoms from the vaccine, we cannot determine if you have COVID or if it's from the vaccine, and we will have to put you out if you display any of those symptoms, because we won't be able to tell a judge, which is why we're doing everyone in stages. Now ask me some more questions. Mary, I hope I answer all of your questions. I don't know what that means. The video is unlisted, Naomi. Does anyone have any questions about the vaccine or COVID-19? What else is happening? What we can talk about, can I dispel a couple of rumors really quick about Lehigh Valley Adult Services? I want to talk about the $3 an hour incentive that many of you are getting. There seems to be a lot of confusion about it, and HR and Vicki have received several emails that don't necessarily make sense. So I'm hoping that I can provide some clarity on that too. With COVID-19, we actually gave out 3 rounds of bonuses. If you are sick, you shouldn't be working from home. Let me clarify that now. So when you are sick, you are sick. We cannot ask you to work if you are sick. So just as the direct care staff, when they are sent home, they are sick and should not be working. It is the same for anybody who is salaried as well. If you are sick, you are sick. Hope that provides an answer to your question, Charlene S. So just, I want to provide clarity. So several people, what we did as a company to help our workforce, over the summertime, we provided 3 different financial incentives for all of the direct care staff. Kendall, Vicki, and I then sat down and tried to work out a budget so that we could continue incentivizing everyone. And we were able to do that through the $3 an hour increase bonus on top of your normal hourly rate. So if you were paid $12 an hour, you would get paid $12 an hour for all of your time, then your $18 an hour at overtime. But we decided we would pull out of the budget $3 extra an hour for your base 40 hours as an incentive, which means on your first 40 hours, you are making $15 an hour. That money is not government money. We did not receive special funds to do that. We actually cut costs everywhere we could to be able to afford to do this for all of our staff. I received a nasty email from an employee stating that the monies that we're giving out as this incentive, that it is government money and that they should be entitled to more. This is not government money. You are taking this money from the company's shareholders who had that money allotted for clinical services. So the money we were going to use to grow the clinical department and to do some extra things for them, we have given to the direct care staff. That is what we've done. So let's clarify that one. Some others are saying that they're receiving $12 an hour plus their $3 an hour incentive, and they're expecting at the end of their 90 days to get another $3 an hour, which will put them at $18 an hour. That is not true. Everyone right now who is a direct care staff, you are getting paid your base wage plus your $3 an hour. Everybody is. You're not getting another increase unless there is something, a different job you were doing. That's what it is. And to provide clarity, there are at least 4 companies that I'm aware of that do what we do in terms of human services. They are still not paying their staff $12 an hour. They're at $9 and $10 an hour. We're at 12, and we're incentivizing you. So I just wanted to provide clarity on that because there seems to be a lot of confusion surrounding it. Thank you, Naomi. I can't say it like that, but it takes all of us to make the budget work. Where we can cut, we can cut. Actually, I have bills on my desk that I need to give to Kendall to pay. We have a lot of bills here, so we need your help to make this work. Our goal at Lehigh Valley Adult Services is to make that $3 an hour extra the standard across the board. Our goal is to make that the base wage here, and then everything above that is just your overtime. But we have to work together to make that happen. Yes, $15 an hour as long as there's no infractions. If you're late, if you're 10 minutes late, you lose your extra $3. If you call out, you lose for that pay period your extra $3. If you don't do your documentation for that pay that week, you lose your $3. Just want to be clear across the board. Any one of those, you lose your incentive. This is something we are doing, and we're taking money from a different program to do this. It's during COVID-19. So let me backtrack. I'm reading what Ashley's saying. We are giving the best incentives right now, and it is disheartening to hear people still complaining about what they're getting paid. We're paying more than Walmart right now. We're paying as much as Amazon right now. Oh, thank you for the clarity. We can't play the video during live stream. So let me reiterate what is going on. So hopefully I've explained the $3 extra an hour. I'm hoping I've explained that clearly. We were hoping to do some good things for clinical services in terms of their pay. We can't do that because all those resources are being diverted to our direct care staff. Okay. We're encouraging everyone to take the vaccine. If you can get it on your own, go to your doctor and get it. But if you would like it here, you can have it here. There's no charge for it. All you need to do is email Human Resources. At some point, it's very much like working at Lehigh Valley Health Network. Thank you, Robert. I think I've been clear too, Robert. If you work at Lehigh Valley Health Network or St. Luke's, you have to have a flu shot every year. If you work in human services or healthcare, you must have a TB shot or a PPD I can't remember if it's every year, every 2 years. This is going to be the same way. It is a matter of time. It's a matter of time. So what we're trying to get everyone to do is take advantage of the vaccine now while you can just come to work and have it versus waiting and us forcing you to have to do it later. If you're an employee and you've already had your first round of the vaccine and you're scheduled for your second round, please notify Human Resources and give them a copy of your immunization record. Are there any questions? The video link that's going to come out, I strongly encourage everybody watch the video. If you are apprehensive about taking the vaccine, the video is going to help you further understand why it's important that everyone be inoculated. I think that's the right word, inoculated. Yes, so both doses need to be from the same. So if you have Pfizer, for the first dose, you must have Pfizer for the second. And after that 1921 day period, when you receive the second one, it's still another 5 to 7 days before you are completely inoculated from COVID. So it's not you got your first dose, now you can go out to the bars and party. It does not work that way. You need the second dose and then that period afterwards, and that second dose must be the same as the first. You can't skip and jump. Wherever you go for your first, that's who should be doing your second. We are guaranteed. So the dosages we're getting, Robert, are the same. We've already, that groundwork has already been laid. So if you're having the vaccine with us, that it's already going to happen. The dosages you get, and it'll be written on the immunization card. The lot it is from, the pharmaceutical company that it's from, all that good stuff will actually be on the immunization card. Good questions, Robert. Ask me some more questions. I don't see a lot of questions on here. So I am hoping you all understand the significance and the gravity of what we're doing. There's a time where there was no vaccine for whooping cough or for shingles or pneumococcal. Does it hurt? Okay, that's a great question, Robert. It depends on who you ask. I am terrified of needles, which is why I don't have any tattoos. I have no piercings and no tattoos because um, actually, I stapled my finger. I'm not giving you all the finger, but if you can see, I stapled my finger the other day, and it still hurts. I had to take a Tylenol because it hurt that badly. I am definitely afraid of needles and blood work. It terrifies me. Um, so if you don't like needles, yes, it will hurt. But does it hurt after it's injected? No, no more than the flu shot. It's not like a heparin shot where it burns after it goes in or any of those things. None of that is true. Once you have it, it's just like getting the flu shot or whooping cough, pneumococcal, any of those things. Yes. Yes. So if you are getting yes. So if you are getting your shot, if you're getting your first round, just notify HR. When you get your second round, produce your immunization card so that we can keep track. We also have people we have to report to. Matter of fact, Ashley and I just received an email with a breakdown of each site, who will be vaccinated, who won't be vaccinated, et cetera, et cetera. The video does really help explain everything. Yes, so the video link will be sent out to everyone via email. Apparently, we cannot play it in the live stream. Yes, so there will be a priority list of who gets the vaccine first, second, or third. First and foremost is always our consumers. That is who we take care of. They come first. Next will be all of our direct care staff, because you are the frontline people. You are the ones who are doing. That's why you got the incentive and no one else did. We cut some people's stuff, things to pay you more during this time period because you are carrying the heavy load, and we appreciate that. You have done an excellent job keeping every consumer safe and keeping yourselves safe. Second to, and even within that, if you work in a place with someone who's medically fragile, like at Elm or at Ferry, although he's not getting it because he's leaving, he'll get his when he transitions on, because we won't be able to get him his second dose. It'll be prioritized that way. But to know whether or not you, the employee, would like the vaccine, that's when we need you to communicate with HR. Based off of that list, everyone will be scheduled and prioritized. For example, because of my position, I am not a priority. And it's not that I don't want it, but it's that I value your health right now over mine. It is more important I will probably be the last one in the company to get it, because it is more important to me to have a healthy workforce than for me to be selfish and have it. I'd rather you all have it first, and I'll take whatever's left over. The COVID video is very helpful. Mike is saying the same thing, and it's in very simple language. Please watch the video. And the next Tuesday, I can answer any questions from anything you may have seen on it. Ask some more questions. Ask me some questions. Ask away. Or I can sing. Matter of fact, for February, I'll sing all Black History songs the whole month of February. I'll sing some Negro. Oh, I don't know if we say Negro spirituals. Well, that's what they're called. Deb, you can get me for that one. I don't know if we're allowed. That's what they're called, Negro spirituals. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's correct language or not. But for the month of February, maybe I'll sing one every day. Yes, you cannot afford for us to get COVID. And I am being mindful. I've been wearing my mask, washing my hands. You can see in my background, I have 4 things of soap and hand sanitizer there. I have hand sanitizer in my car. I have 2 masks here just in case I get up and forget one. I have tried to be as diligent as possible. COVID activities and CPS while you're in the home. You should be participating with your consumer that you are serving in the home. So if they're doing Zumba and they're shaking their booties, their gluteus maximus, you should be shaking your gluteus maximus too. If we're painting, you should be painting too. The point of CPS, it's not time for you to walk around and get things done. The point of a virtual CPS is to keep your consumer engaged because it helps with their mental health. I'm not really asking you, I'm really telling you in a very polite way. If you have children, you know what that feels like when you say, hey, I really need you to do this. You're not really asking your children to put the trash out. You're really just saying in a nice, friendly way, put the trash out. Put the trash out. So I need you and I want you, and you will participate. It is important for our consumers' mental health. Yes, if you engage with our consumers, they have. I'm gonna give a shout out to Shantae really quick. She didn't know I was going by the other day when I popped into Wilkes. I could hear her coming through the backyard laughing with Bethany. Had no clue I was coming, opened the door, let myself in, and they were actively engaged. Looking eyeball to Bethany was standing, Shantae was sitting, and whatever you all were doing with Nick, I don't know, it looked like a puzzle game or something. Shantae was actively involved. It was refreshing to see. Matter of fact, when we got off of the phone, I called Vicky or Ashley and said, it was a pleasure to go somewhere and not have to fuss and complain. And that doesn't go unnoted, Shantae. You will get your just due. I have not forgotten. Yes, you do have a whole lot of hand sanitizer on your desk, Ashley. One for each hand, double fisting. Will restrictions on consumers and staff going to the community be reduced when everyone is vaccinated? Oh, that's a good question, Nick. So this is what I'm anticipating. During the dark days of winter, you're going to have people who are not going to be vaccinated. Once everyone is 100, all of the consumers are 100% inoculated. I think I'm saying that right. I would like to ease restrictions. That is my intention. And I will have enough fuel behind me to justify that to the counties and to the state. So that if someone does get sick, I can say, we followed everything we knew to do. So if I can show that everyone, in fact, has been vaccinated at LVAS, yes, I can 100% ease all of the restrictions. So, Jasmine, that's a good. Someone explained how we are to do that, participate in trainings at the same time. So here's a good question. So right now, good question, Corey said. Both of you have extra people at your home. So you can pick and choose. So Corey, for you to be on the trainings, it's not mandatory, but you have a second person with you right now. Jasmine, you have a second person at your home right now. So you all should be able, this gets back to if you were on the training today about supervising versus managing. This gets back to that principle that having a top-down approach or an engaging approach. We actually talked about that today. And your ability to multitask and to do things. Actually, Julie B was in the background of one of the trainings, and the trainings is nothing specific that consumers can't participate in either. We made them that way on purpose. So it is possible, Jasmine. It has to be thought out and carefully planned in. And if you need support, you just have to say, hey guys, I need support. This is what I want to do, how I want to do it. Can somebody help and support me? That's all. Just communication. Ask some more questions. And if you notice today, this week, we chopped up all of the leadership training this week so that everyone could get the best of both worlds. We're not naive to the fact that many of you are in ratio. We're not naive to that. And even if we were live, you would still probably be in ratio. And every year we have figured it out. And this year actually makes it a lot simpler because we're virtual. Hope that answers, Corey and Jasmine, I hope that answers the question. Ask me some more questions. And this is for everyone. Anyone can participate in any of the leadership trainings this week. The one that Charlene Gondon did on self-compassion, outstanding. Yesterday, the one that we did one on what's your handicap was really good. Oh, the company golf outing. I'm working on it. It's on my list, Nick. There will be a company golf outing. That we're working on that too. One of the things, and today we did a session on management versus supervision, and the goal of the difference between managing and supervising. Corey and Jasmine. Okay. Yes, email her back for clarity. Yes, and encourage the staff to join the ones that they can. What many of you have not realized, we have noticed who's on and who's not on. Like Corey's been on them. Jackie has been on them. So when it comes time to promote people, just because we've given a $3 an hour increase, that does, Shantae's been on, yes. Just because we gave you a $3 an hour increase, that doesn't mean we can't give you more. And when you do extra, it affords us the justification to give you extra. I've said it to just about everyone that sits with me privately and that I supervise. When you make yourself valuable, you don't go unnoticed. You'll find that we bend over backwards for you where we can. And we pay you where we can. We do extra where we can. Just right now, we're giving everybody $3 extra an hour. So we're trying to figure it out. All right, we've been on here for 32 minutes and 20 seconds. So are there any other questions? All right, with that said, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. We love you. Stay safe. Please email HR about the COVID vaccine, and we will go from there. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you.